and partisanship the American people are sick and tired of. You had Speaker Pelosi say that she thinks that the president doesn't know how to deal with strong women. Let me just say that in my experience, strong women want national security. Strong women want to know that we're going to protect the border of this nation. This isn't about strong women. It's not about name calling. You've had references to Hitler. You've had very foul language used and accusations of the necessity to impeach. So we're in a situation where the Democrats are clearly bringing into this office as they take charge a level of rhetoric, a level of attack, a level of vitriol that's not good for the country and that ignores the very real national security challenge we face. So I hope that they will today determine that they've got to stop playing these games. They've got to stop passing legislation that will not have any effect. We know it won't get taken up in the Senate, and help us secure this border so that we can get on with the work of the people here in the People's House.
Yes, sir.
This question's for Ms. Cheney, actually. You say there's been a ramp up in the rhetoric and the vitriol here. We've been through 2 years of the president using some pretty foul language and rhetoric and vitriol. Republicans oftentimes have been criticized for not calling him out. Isn't this just another flavor of that from the other party?
Look, I don't think so. I think if you just look at what we've seen, again, and I'm not going to repeat the allegations because, frankly, I don't want my kids to hear them, but you have seen over the last 24 hours very foul language. I think any comparisons to Hitler, to Nazism are absolutely outrageous. I think suggesting that, we're doing anything here except trying to secure our border, trying to do our work and keep people safe. Speaker Pelosi gave a speech as she took over yesterday, making clear that she wants to herald in a new era into Washington. We'd like to hope that that new era includes getting substantive work done for the American people, and in particular, securing the border and making sure that we're protecting the security of the nation.
Mr. Leader?
Yes, sir.
When you guys were in the majority just a short time ago, you passed a bill here in the House, set down the House marker, send it to the Senate, say it's on the onus for the Senate to open up government or do whatever was next. Why is the situation different this time around?
Because the bill that the new majority took up, they already knew in the meeting where you had the leader in the Senate said he would not take it up because it would not become law. Even Schumer had said last week, if you look at the quote, that they should not take anything up that the president is not going to sign. So Nancy Pelosi knew this bill would go nowhere. We knew from in that meeting that we could not come to any conclusion or get a compromise based upon that she had to have a speaker vote. So now we have waited, but government has had to be shut down for this. Now we'll meet today. I hope they're going to be serious in this meeting, much different than they were in the last meeting. I wish we could have stayed here this weekend and solved it. Maybe if you didn't want to keep everybody here, but I think we could have stayed here and solved this problem. It would not take a long time. We know where the differences lie, and we know how to find compromise. We've done it many times before, and that's why the president's having another meeting. Yes.
Speaker Pelosi just said at an MSNBC town hall that she thinks that comments like these by Congressman Tlaib consolidate President Trump's base. She doesn't agree with the language, but it consolidates his base. Do you agree with that?
Did she support the language? Did you say that was the wrong language?
Like the language.
Did she talk to her new member about it? Well, she is the Speaker of the House. She is also the head of the Democratic Party. She has a new freshman incoming individual that uses that type of language, that has a determination of what she's going to do with no facts in the basis. I think this is a role as the leader and the Speaker to have a conversation with this member on whether she approves of this or not.
Would you introduce a resolution, Congressman, or some kind of...
Do these comments make it harder for you to negotiate with the new House majority?
Well, I think these new comments, are the House majority going to be serious about anything? I sat up on the dais, provided the gavel to the new speaker, talked about ways we could work together, laid out firm core principles that we would not compromise on, and then we see this language going forward. How do you work with anybody if this is what they really have planned? That they go down into a place, that they have a move on, they think others aren't watching it, they're using foul language, they introduce that they just want to impeach the president. Over what basis? We have government shut down right now. Where are their priorities? We gave them an opportunity to show their priorities, that yes, they're committed to the American people, they'll put the people before politics, and we'll open government back up, and we'll make sure we're able to secure our borders. No, they voted no. Every single new freshman Democrat that came in just decided to pick politics over the country, and that was wrong. And then we watched a new freshman stand up, use this language, get cheered by their base, and we watched a brand new speaker say nothing to her. That is not the body of what we serve in, and that action should not stand. Somebody should stand up to it. She's the speaker. That individual serves in her caucus. I would hope if she wouldn't, others in her caucus would. You know what happened in the last Congress when Republicans were in the majority? You know what our freshman class did? They put a resolution together to actually work with one another, to not use foul language. And they got almost every single freshman to sign on to it. This is the difference with this new Congress, and it's wrong.
Leader McCarthy, with all due respect, though, the president not too long ago referred to a woman as horseface. Who within your caucus called out the president for that type of language?
I think a lot of them did in that process. I'll tell you right now, you've watched the action that we took in our House. It's our responsibility. When we were in the majority, we laid out a resolution, and we took it beyond the freshmen that all of us sign it, that we can act in a basis of respect for one another and not use that. This is the first time of where they're going through. They have an opportunity. Let's see what action this new speaker will take, and let's see what action when these freshmen go away, because the first vote they just made was to leave and leave government shut down instead of stay and do your job. That's important. Thank you very much.